So we have just arrived at Nürburgring. It's the 4th race weekend of this season. So we had a half-back race weekend in Poland. Then hopefully this weekend will be a lot better. So we managed to get here all in good time. So today is Monday. Tomorrow we'll start building up. Hopefully we're allowed to enter the paddock now. I think there's some teams there. Then we've got to build the hospitality and the workshop tent and get the truck little few last minute things sorted on it, but we will crack on. So we arrived here on Monday, it's now Wednesday, so we're all set up. Basically, workshop's tent is built. It's a little bit different because in Germany we have to have like a tent book, shall we say, and there is a square meterage of what is allowed without the book. We don't have the book, that's why it's only like half the size, so it's just enough for the race truck and the tools to work on. Everything that you see in this tent came out of our trailer. We also have some hospitality stuff in the trailer, but it's also all the tyres, the tyre racks, everything was fitted or fits in this trailer. So inside we have the sort of loading area, so the toolboxes go here, then this lift system that we have here, the tyre racks go there, and then all the back is completely full. It's not possible to walk to the back of the trailer once it's loaded. We only have just enough room, so the steps will go away. When it's loaded, we only just have enough room to come in and go into the living area, so when we're traveling at least we have some comfort. So at the start of the weekend we always put wet tyre pressures in. This is because the weather, especially at Nürburgring, it's always doesn't know what it's going to do. So at least if you make the wet tyre pressure, then it will be the lowest possibility for the race truck unless you have a damage. So if we're on the start grid and it rains and we lower the pressures, not that we become too low, because there is a minimum ride height that we have to keep always. So from this side it's just the safety before the start of the weekend. Also with the weight, we have no water and very little fuel in it, so this is also like the bare minimum what we will carry. So yeah, and then we have like a 5mm, 10mm tolerance for the ride height as well, so that's just for our personal safety. So we are here in Bernau. The guys, or the scrutineers here, are checking all the safety components, so they will check the roll cage is good, with all the welds are proper, also the belts for both sides because we have passenger rides tomorrow. Also they check all the safety equipment fitted to the race truck, so the four-way circuit protection valve, also the lifting points on the back of the truck, which you can see. It's a lot of small things which add up to a big difference. Also the towing eyes, they also check many other things. They have like a checklist of what they need to check. So it's generally, or it's only safety at this point that they will look for. Also all the driver clothes as well, so make sure it's all in date, that there's no holes in anything. Once they are happy, we will get a sticker to put on the cab, and then this means that we are eligible to race this weekend. Then throughout the weekend we still have the park from 8 conditions, which means that this is not so much on the safety because it's already been checked. It's more for the technical side of it, so that we're not cheating, and some other bits and pieces, that we have the correct fuel and we have the correct tyres. And this is, you can mess this up, especially with the tyres, so we always mark them that these are the tyres for this day, and they have already been sort of scanned into the system for the FIA. If we don't have these sort of 6 tyres fitted, we can get a penalty throughout the race day, and this is one of the best things about racing in Europe. It's the level of the professionalism. We always have to be absolutely perfect. There's no sort of second chances. While we're here getting scrutineered, we will also check the ride height. Yeah. Thursday morning. It's something called VIP ride. So therefore all the press and all the industry come to Nürburgring on the Thursday, and we get free circuit time if we take some guests with us. So this is the reason why we still have a passenger seat in. So a lot of people say, do we have a co-driver? But the actual answer is, in the racing there is no passenger, there's no one giving us directions because it's only circuit racing. So from this side we always have a passenger seat if we do press rides, or if we do some other sort of marketing activities that we can put someone in with a camera or something and just get some real good shots from Antonio on the track. But in the race we actually take the seat out only because it is a motor drive seat, which is just a GRP one, not the super lightweight carbon fibre one, because obviously it's a lot of money for this seat just to be in the passenger seat to use it 5 or 6 times a year. So we just have a GRP one which weighs in at like 10 kilo with the belts, so we'll remove that for the racing, so we're not just carrying weight around for no reason. So we'll do, like I said, 6 people or so. Then we will go back to the pits. We'll then fill the water up, we'll fill the diesel up. Once that's done, we'll literally just fire Antonio in the truck, come back out, and then there's I think there's around 80 people on average for this VIP drives, and they're all people in the industry or press people as well, so from newspapers, from magazines, from TV or whatever else. So it's good to have these people going out and just seeing how powerful and how exciting the race trucks are. So Nürburgring is always stressful. First reason is we have a lot of partners which are from Germany that bring a lot of guests to Nürburgring. The other reason is Nürburgring timetable is quite strange for truck racing. So Friday, today is Friday, we have qualifying and one race today. So we will have race 2, which is normally should be today, but it's changed about for the timetable, and then a qualifying, then race 1, and then that's it for that day. And then Sunday we have one race. The reason for this is because Nürburgring is a 4-day event, which is quite strange. So we will be here for over a week, or we've been here for about half a week now, so in total we'll be here for like over a week, which it's not a bad place to be. There's the castle on top of the hill over there, which hopefully we can see in a bit, and also because it's a 4-day event, it just spreads it out a little bit more. So, and then you have Rainer. Morning. So, and it's the good thing about truck racing is that everyone is friendly. So yeah, we'll grab these tyres. So we are off to first qualifying of the weekend. Not quite the weekend yet, still Friday, but first qualifying session. Then we have a race this afternoon. We were semi-fast in warm-up. We didn't have any tyres left over because we killed them all in Poland and Slovakia because the circuits were quite abrasive. But because we're in the top 10, we have to run 6 new tyres for this qualifying session, and we have to keep them all day.
Unter den Top 10 sind allerdings Frequenco, der hat auch Probleme. Luis Frequenco steht in der Box, der
So P2 in the first quali. This means nothing because the top 10 times got scrapped out, and then we go from 0. So the only thing the first quali sorts out is the starting order. So ready. We're gonna close the door. Ready to go. So because we finished 2, we will start directly behind. Hopefully it'll be a good quali.
wird auch die Möglichkeit gegeben, die Position des Motors ein klein wenig nach hinten zu verschieben, um mehr Traktion auf die Hinterachse zu kommen.
Grid for race number 1, we start P5. This is we lose a little bit in the quali, not gonna lie. We're not so happy, but that's life. But see what happens in this race. Should be a good race. Quite comfortable with the truck. Bigger. These guys qualified P6. It's good quality.
Yes, it's okay.
You're happy?
Yes, really.
Elektroniker, der dann diese Krambäume in diesen Rennwagen dann immer wieder neu macht oder eben auch wenn der Rennwagen neu gebaut wird, dort neu einbaut, gerade auch im Winter. Des Jahres war der Techniker unterwegs gewesen und dann ist der
And then we can go and ask Andy like always. Andy! Steffi is B. What do you think? Well, you've got it.
SL Transport 30, heute wie gesagt der neue Name seit der Sicherheitssaison ist ja Transport mit unterwegs, aber nicht ohne auch die Farbe Grün mit in den LKW hineingebracht haben, den MAN, der neu aufgebaut, den Meisterstrom am Rhein hat er dieses Fahrzeug im Winter mit seiner Mannschaft dort auch wieder aufgebaut. Und Jane Bilger, die war auch gerade im Bild gewesen, eine Schweizerin, die für Bilder, Social Media und so weiter in diesem tätig ist. Ja, das also das war wirklich der Start Nummer 2. Ich habe nicht über Reglement gesprochen. Wir fahren auch an diesem Wochenende.
Tomorrow's raining.
Die Reihe, wo man das Ganze dann auch in Ruhe beobachten kann, was vorne abgeht. Warum gibt es keine Donuts? Ganz klar. Diese Rennreifen aus dem Hause von Goodyear, die mussten heute halten im Qualifikationsrennen in der Superpole, mussten halten im ersten Wertungslauf. Jetzt leider das Haus für José Eduardo Rodriguez und für Axel für John Jubel. Sucht das Ganze hier der Vervollständigung
I brought you luck.
Yeah, you need to come to all the races. It's fine. Race number 1 is over with. Position 3, we made up 2 places. Absolute fantastic drive from Antonio. We didn't have so much luck in the quali or in the Super Bowl, but we had a little bit of luck in the first place. So without bad luck, you can't have good luck. So mega job from Antonio and the rest of the team. I don't think there's any damage, even better. So nice clean race, what we like to see. So big shout out to Antonio for doing a perfect job. Race number 2 of the weekend. Typical Nürburgring. It started to rain. This morning was really nice weather. Team Han here.
Hello.
It'll be a good race today, Andy. And the FIA are here, but we've got to be careful what we say. Because it's race 2 of the weekend, top 8 reverse grid, so we start in P6, which is the outside line. The circuit is very moist, it's not wet, but it is moist. So wait a few minutes to see what we do with the dampers. This is possibly the hardest condition to set the truck up for, because first of all we're a lot further back in the grid because of the reverse grid, but secondly, this conditions it's nearly impossible to get absolutely bang on, because it can dry very quickly or it can go very quickly wet or even more wet with more rain. So it's a gamble. At this point it is a gamble. The best in the business, Antonio, so it'll be okay. Race number 2 of the day, finished under red flags, which was because of the rain, but we finished position 5. So now the craziest day now, or the craziest thing about this now is we need to go and get the new tyres, or the next tyres, which we will use for Superpole. We didn't know that it was going to absolutely lash down on this last race, otherwise we probably could have ran 2 or 4 of the tyres that are on the race truck now, but because of the problems we had also yesterday, we lost a little bit in quali. We found it last night. It was a damaged damper, which we believe it came from Poland, or the damage came from Poland. So we want to start on fresh tyres so we can sort of draw a line with this issue that we had. But the strangest thing now is we've just done a race and now we're going for 6 brand new tyres. So it's like Sunday morning, but it's still Saturday. So yeah, we're going to grab these now. The best thing about truck racing is we borrowed this welder from Clemens Hecker for 2 minutes, so we're just going to fire it back, say thank you, and as long as you're not like abusing everyone else, there's never any money transaction that goes on, so this is really the nicest feeling of truck racing when we all work together, help each other. In Poland, some of us, like Lucas, changed the engine. Clements went off in the second race, so we just went to ask them to make sure they didn't need help before we stole the welder off them, and then we're just going to wrap it up, take it back and say thank you. I like keys. You're an idiot. Hey, thank you. You
Don't thank me, just pay for it. Just pay for the stuff.
I just said 10 seconds ago there's not normally a money transaction, and then you said just give pay for it. But no, thank you very much. You say thank you to Clemens.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him.
He's there.
Just, I don't know.
I used the welder again. Thank you. I've said on the YouTube that there's not normally money changing. Thank you. So quali number 2, it's Saturday afternoon. I'm really confused now with the days and everything. Loads and loads of people here. It was meant to rain all afternoon, but it's actually turned out quite nice. Even behind everything, it's completely full. I'm gonna find somewhere to sneak through. Quali 2 is now, and then after quali 2 we have like a 2-hour wait, and then we go to race number 3, which is the full points race. Normally it's on a Sunday, but we got the professionals here. They're doing a better job than me, and we will see what happens in qualifying now. Really glad Chad Draycott, the second greatest English commentator. Martin Brundle wins it.
Oh, well, fair enough. Yeah, it does. He absolutely does. I can't argue with that.
Are you doing the French and the European?
Yeah, doing both this weekend. So I've got 8 races to do in total, and the 2 qualifying sessions for this championship. So it's a nice busy weekend. It keeps me on my toes.
You doing any more this year?
Live, like here at Le Mans and Haran.
All right.
So
we need to watch him.
Yes.
He always gives us a shout out as well, which is good.
I'm a good boy.
And I've only had to pay him a few dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
So Q2, so talking a lot this weekend, a lot of guests here. We have about 400 to 500 people with us this weekend from our partners. There's hundreds or tens, at least tens of thousands of people here. Q2, we have just qualified in position 3, so good mood. We will prep the truck ready for race number 3 of the weekend, and that is in about 3 hours from now. So next is park the line. We'll get started. Park for May. I haven't asked if we can film, but I'll just talk you through what's actually happening. So we actually tested the fuel. We always get weighed if we go into Park for May, just because it's quick and easy. It takes like 2 minutes to weigh the truck. Then they do a lot of different things to keep us on our toes. Not that we can cheat, so now I just got the information. We need to check that the turbo is 100% sealed, so the air that goes into the front of the turbo has to come out of the side, and then this is to make sure that we're not spraying or there's some more air coming past the restrictor. Final thing for the start of race number 3. Radio check complete. Now I'll go to the right. I will give Antonio the green light because sometimes it's really difficult to see with the big trucks. And then start race number 3.
Und Zielgerade auf, vorne die erste Reihe, die beiden M1 und die Spurensacktalents, die Ampelanlage ist nochmal hochgeschaltet, mit dem Instrument
Come on, you beauty! Radio message still going on, but race number 3 of the weekend, position 3, so we got some really good points today, so not a lot of damage. There's something wrong with the truck that we will check tonight, but not a lot of damage, so we can maybe take a few beers tonight. Race number 4 is finally here. It's Sunday afternoon, so last race of the weekend. We started position 6, which was the same as the second race on Saturday, I think, something like that. Can't really remember. Saturday morning was race number 2. So then, yeah, we'll see what happens into the first corner. We had a little bit of contact on the last race yesterday, which was race number 3. It's really confusing. So we managed to get that all fixed up. I did want to go to the... So I was just watching that electric axle drive trailer. I did want to go to the Mullenbach Schleifer where all the show trucks were last night, but I didn't manage to find the time because we had a few meetings with some people. But Tom and Alex went, and they got really drunk. Luckily there's not so much to do today, so get this race out of the way, and then we got some VIP drives tomorrow, which is Monday, and this is just for some partners that we'll see how this race goes, and race number 4 didn't go so well. We had a rub at the very beginning of the race, which gave us that front tyre puncture, so we couldn't continue, so we had to stop the race. But nevertheless, still a very good weekend. We scored 34 points, so we're always aiming to score over 30. This is like our goal. Just put a spare on for now, and then we'll park it in the tent out the way. And then we're just going to do a service tonight, and tomorrow we'll do the VIP rides.